Hello and welcome. I'm Geeta Mohan. You're watching India Today Global. The top focus, Bangladesh elections. Bangladesh has voted and the verdict is decisive. After a high-stakes election held in the shadow of political upheaval, the country is set for a major power shift. The Bangladesh Nationalist Party, led by Tariq Rehman, has claimed a sweeping victory, ending 2 decades in opposition. But beyond the win, this election marks a turning point in Bangladesh's political history. With New Delhi watching closely amid regional and security concerns, India has moved fast to engage the new leadership. Prime Minister Narendra Modi leads the world leaders in congratulating Tariq Rehman on his historic win, reflecting India's continued commitment to the peace, progress and prosperity of both nations. Now, Bangladesh Nationalist Party has thanked Prime Minister Modi for his best wishes to their leader. Now, the question is that how is this power shift going to impact India? Take a look at this report.
From 17 years in exile to possibly Bangladesh's next Prime Minister, this election has come in as a huge change of fortune for Tariq Rehman. His Bangladesh Nationalist Party has won the landmark polls with a 2/3 majority.
Right outside Tariq Rehman's office, the mood is jubilant and celebratory, with party workers queuing up since this Friday afternoon, to catch a glimpse of their beloved leader. However, there is a clear diktat from the BNP that no celebratory procession should be taken out. Instead, the BNP has asked its cadres to join the Friday prayers across Bangladesh and pray in the memory of late Khaleda Zia.
India has eyes set on the new government, as this swing could shift regional geopolitics in South Asia and beyond and impact national security. Prime Minister Modi has seized the initiative to reset ties by welcoming Bangladesh's new leader before China or Pakistan and dialing him soon after to congratulate and establish a warm base. The BNP in power will not unduly worry India, because a sweep for the BNP was a snub for hardline Islamic outfit Jamaat-e-Islami. Rehman has said that he will respect India's interests, signaling a potential shift from his mother Khaleda Zia's policy. The new government is expected to take a less antagonistic stance with India, although it is likely to be more transactional than friendly. After the upheaval of the past 18 months, India would like to establish a stable working relationship that ensures a decade-old ally remains by its side. With Indrajit Kundu in Dhaka, Bureau Report, India Today.
Well, it is a landslide victory. To discuss this and more, I'm being joined by my colleague Indrajit Kundu from Dhaka. He's been reporting from there. Indra, thank you so much for joining us. Let's begin with the mandate itself. It's a massive mandate. What are the dates likely going to be when it comes to swearing in the Prime Minister-elect, Tariq Rehman? When is he likely to really appear? And when is the swearing in ceremony for the new Prime Minister of Bangladesh?
Well, the mood in general has been celebratory in Bangladesh, in Dhaka, with BNP workers, absolutely jubilant. However, the BNP top leadership had clearly instructed their workers not to come out with any celebratory processions. Instead, they were asked to join the Friday prayers and pray for the departed soul of former Prime Minister and the party supremo, former party supremo, Begum Khaleda Zia. There are hectic parleys that are underway at this point in time between the BNP top leadership. We've seen how top leaders like Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir, Salahuddin Ahmed, they were all who had won, winning candidates. They were coming to meet Tariq Rehman this afternoon at his Gulshan office, and there were hectic parleys that were underway with the interim administration to set the date rolling for the oath-taking ceremony. What we're given to understand is that the oath can take place as early as Sunday. So these discussions are underway at this point in time, and perhaps will be clear hopefully by tomorrow.
Right. The bigger question over here, Indro, and everybody in India, in New Delhi, is looking at and asking is, how will Tariq Rehman, led by the BNP government, reboot ties with India?
Well, I've been speaking to a lot of top BNP leaders over the past 72 hours in Dhaka, and all of them have been sounding a very reconciliatory note. This BNP, of course, is very different from the old BNP of Khaleda Zia. Tariq Rehman has been in exile for 17 years. So every time these BNP leaders have been talking to me about Indo-Bangla ties, they have always spoken about mutual respect and trust, and a very reconciliatory tone, very different from what we've seen in the past 2 years under the Muhammad Yunus regime, when India and Bangladesh ties have been severely strained on several issues, be it on the issue of Seven Sisters, the reference to Seven Sisters by Muhammad Yunus, or the Bangladesh cricket team pulling off its cricket team from the undergoing T20 World Cup that's underway in India right now. So the BNP really believes that it needs to mend ties with India right now and leave the past behind and move ahead. So Tariq Rehman's, in a sense, party is sending a very, very different note, and it only helps matters warm up with the Indian Prime Minister calling up Tariq Rehman today, and he was one of the first world leaders to send out a congratulatory message on social media. Even West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has sent out a congratulatory message to Tariq Rehman, calling him Tariq Bhai. So these are all positive notes, and one can only hope that India and Bangladesh ties will see a reboot now with Tariq Rehman as the new Prime Minister of Bangladesh.
The other aspect that one is looking at, Indra, is the fact that Jamaat is now quite dominant when it comes to the bordering states, bordering area with India, and that certainly is a concern. But it's not just about security concerns at the border, it's also about the anxiety that the minorities, the Hindus in Bangladesh feel. How is the BNP government going to allay those fears and anxiety?
Well, the reality on the ground is that the Jamaat-e-Islami, which had been banned for some years now, and the ban has been lifted, it now is in the mainstream politics of Bangladesh once again. They've won 68 seats, no doubt, and it's a big achievement for a party which has far less vote bank. This is a huge jump. They will now be the principal opposition party in the Bangladesh Parliament. So Jamaat-e-Islami does play a very, very crucial role now in Bangladesh politics. And if you see the kind of seats that they have won, their concentration is right next to the Indo-Bangla border. So it will have consequences. There will be concerns about security on the other side of the border in India. However, the other concern, of course, is that what about the Hindu minorities in Bangladesh? And we've been talking to some of the Hindu leaders in the BNP, and the BNP has been at the forefront this year by giving tickets to several minorities, at least 4 to 5 minorities, out of which 3 of them are from the Hindu community, and they have won. So I spoke to Gayeshwar Chandra Roy, and there are other people like Roy Chaudhary and others who have won, and they will be representing the Hindu community on part of the BNP inside the parliament. And they say that, BNP is the best choice for the Hindus in the absence of the Awami League, and they're also saying that it was the Awami League which actually turned them into a vote bank but did not do much for the community. So the BNP right now trying to allay the anxiety and the fears of the Hindu community, because this 2/3 majority that they have got, it would not have been possible without the solid backing of the very significant Hindu population, the minority population, which is politically extremely, extremely crucial.
Now, earlier, Indrajit Kundu also spoke with the elected BNP MP Gayeshwar Chandra Roy, a Hindu BNP veteran and close aide of Tariq Rehman. Listen in to what he had to say, particularly when it comes to minorities in Bangladesh.
After the historic win for the BNP in the Bangladesh parliamentary elections, we are now joined by one of the senior-most leaders of the BNP and a Hindu leader at that, Gayeshwar Chandra Roy. Sir, thank you for speaking to India today. Your first reaction after the election result, were you surprised by the kind of majority that the BNP has got?
It is not a surprising, it is a desirable, because the largest party, our competitor party, Awami League, absent, was could not participate in the contest, so that result is not at all unexpected.
So one big concern, especially in India, is the state of the Hindu minority community in Bangladesh. And especially in the past 2 years, during the interim government under Mohammed regime, there has been several heinous incidents of crime against the Hindu community. Especially you have seen the case of Dipu Chandra Das. That has created a lot of anxiety. Where do Hindus stand in Bangladesh right now? What kind of, did the Hindu community vote en masse for the BNP? What is your sense?
I think the alternative is the BNP. BNP is the best for the Hindu people. Because BNP did never believe in the religions. In the time of Sheikh Hasina, the 16 years, many occurrences, many Hindu family tortured and occupied their property, maximum. But at that time, I did never see India pass any comment or any action. Never. But in the 1.5 years, it is not interim government, it is a neutral government, the interim government. But in this time, I did never found the Hindu community tortures particularly, no. Somewhere it is a political grievance. Those Hindu Awami League who torture their own area, he has been treated as a Awami leader, not as Hindu leader.
So you are saying those people who were killed or attacked, they were attacked for their political belief, for being in Awami League, and not because of their religious identity?
No. It was a political incident and political. I don't believe that it is communal on the basis.
So, but now that you are in power and Tariq Sahab is going to be the Prime Minister, what assurance would you like to give the Hindu community? You just told us that the BNP is the best party for the Hindus. So the Hindu community, the minorities in Bangladesh, will they seek shelter, protection, their rights, their constitutional rights? Will that be guaranteed by the BNP government?
Our election commitment, we have given the election commitment, and also we have placed to the people that 31 pact. It is clearly stated that each and everybody have an equal right constitutionally. No Hindu, no Muslim. No, we don't believe in minority. It's a son of the soil. So that is a question, not a question of minority. We are equal. Okay. The second thing, I think already Hindu people could realize the only BNP is the best, because BNP is a soft democratic party.
Bangladesh Nationalist Party, or the BNP, storms to a two-thirds majority as Tariq Rehman eyes power, while Jamaat-e-Islami tightens its grip along India's border. Does this landslide stabilize Bangladesh or redraw India's security map and minority future? Here is what we discuss on Statecraft. Bangladesh votes. The verdict slams down. Bangladesh Nationalist Party did not just win, it dominated. Two-thirds majority, 200-plus seats as counting closes, a landslide in the 2026 general election. Tariq Rehman stands at the gates of power after 17 years in exile. He promises unity, he promises safety, he promises a new Bangladesh. But beneath the national sweep, Jamaat-e-Islami digs deep along India's border belts. Satkhira flips, Rangpur tightens, Sherpur shifts. Jamaat concedes defeat nationally, yet questions result integrity. Minorities hold their breath. Delhi recalculates. South Asia tilts. BNP commands parliament. Jamaat commands pockets of geography that matter. We at India Today Global argue, does this mandate stabilize Bangladesh or redraw the security map for India? And what does this election mean for minorities in Bangladesh? Hello and welcome. You're watching Statecraft with me, Geeta Mohan. Look at the map. Jamaat does not merely win seats, it consolidates in India-facing districts. Satkhira hugging West Bengal, Sherpur near Meghalaya's frontier, Nagaon bordering West Bengal, Joypurhat, Rangpur constituencies in the northern belt, Gaibandha tied into the wider India-facing security grid. Bangladesh and India share a 4,096-kilometer border, riverine, porous, fenced in parts, unfenced in others. Rivers shift course, villages straddle invisible lines, kinship networks stretch across. Border politics matter because district-level enforcement shapes frontier reality. Now break this down. Nationally, BNP rules. Locally, Jamaat influences sensitive belts. That duality defines the next chapter. What does Tariq Rehman say? He invokes Martin Luther King Jr. He mirrors, "I have a dream," with "I have a plan." He outlines 3 pillars in interviews: rule of law, financial discipline, unity. He promises a safe Bangladesh for Muslims, Hindus, Buddhists, and Christians alike. He declares that every woman, man, child must leave home safely and return safely. He distances himself from radical forces. He references 1971 and warns against those who sided against independence. He stops short of directly condemning specific anti-Hindu arson incidents. The story is not finished. It has only entered its governing phase. So where does this leave Bangladesh and where does it leave the region? Will Tariq Rehman choose reconciliation over retribution? After 17 years in exile, does he see history as something to avenge or something to transcend? What about the opposition? Can Jamaat-e-Islami reinvent itself as a parliamentary force rather than a street mobilizer? Bangladesh stands at a hinge. Power has changed hands decisively. That's all in our special broadcast of Bangladesh elections. But before I go, Bangladeshis attended Friday prayers in Dhaka after the BNP secured a landslide parliamentary victory. At the National Mosque in the heart of Dhaka, worshippers said they prayed for the new Prime Minister to run the country smoothly and peacefully. Goodbye and take care.